Hello everyone. So this video today is titled "It's Always OCD." I thought this was quite a well-titled video, as this is something that I took me a long time to realize, and I still sometimes have to remind myself, even though I'm in a much better place with anxiety and OCD. It still has its little ways and tricks, and I think when you get to a better place and you sort of get your life back, you know, you still it's not that it goes away, you just understand it, and I think that's the big difference. And what OCD tends to do is, the reason I title this "It's Always OCD" is that it is always OCD, but you will always doubt if it's OCD because you have OCD. So yeah, always a paradox of OCD. But you know, themes will often change, and they have to change because OCD and essentially, you know, your anxiety, which is what OCD is, anxiety, it wants, or it sort of wants your attention, and you know, it's always a false alarm. It's always just, you know, your nervous system reacting to a perceived danger, which is not real, but you think it is, and you act in the way that it is. And so OCD will constantly change its mask. It will tweak the theme, change the theme, move on to a completely random theme, go back to an old theme, layer on, you know, a tweak. So you go, oh bloody, I haven't thought of that. Oh no, God, no, this is real. This is the real. This is bad. This is different. And as you get better and improve, it just becomes less. So if you're going through a really tough patch at the moment, I totally get it. I've absolutely been there myself. And when you're in a really, really tough, you know, patch and going through a really bad time with your anxiety, you know, it's very difficult because it's sort of 24/7. But you know, I promise you now, things will get better if you find the right help and take the right action steps. And there's loads of help out there now, and you know, and the action steps work, whatever therapy you choose, but they're all brilliant. You know, ACT therapy, exposure response therapy, you know, all the sort of CBT stuff. So there's so much out there that really does help. So yeah, it will change, and it will sort of tweak, and the themes can often change. And so as you improve and get better with your OCD, you just notice it more. And then I think when you're in a really good place, when it does arrive back, your OCD, you instantly feel it because it feels different. It feels like OCD, no matter what the theme is and what the narrative is. You understand that, oh, this feels exactly like all those other themes felt. Even though you still doubt it, you go, well, everything else, box tick, box tick, box tick, feels like OCD, sounds like OCD, brings back all those feelings, emotions, sensations that OCD brings. It's OCD. Still does concern you and still triggers you, but you just go, this is OCD, and you just sit with it and you get on with your thing, and it goes when it goes. It can take hours, it can take days, but it will go. And yeah, so, but you know, even to this day, I still have, you know, the OCD in me, as you know, as such. So I will still go, oh, you know, and you question it, and but it's always OCD. And going back to the title of this video, you know, it's always OCD. You know, and what OCD will do is then will make you dig into, well, this might be real. This is a real health concern. I should really go and check that thing. What if I really don't get better? Whatever it is, whatever the concern is, this time's different. You know, it's always just OCD. I'm not, you know, real stuff happens in life. Bad things happen to people, and that's just life. That isn't OCD. OCD is the worrying and the concern around, you know, anything and everything, and it's a pattern of thinking, and it's a set of behaviors. And yeah, this video really is just to remind everyone that it is always OCD. It's always OCD, and that is and the reason I say that, and the reason why you have to remind yourself this, is that OCD sticks around only when we feed into it. It can't survive without compulsions. It can't survive without a reaction and an engagement. I love this. There's a quote that I think the Buddhas use, which isn't directly associated with OCD, but I've always thought it works perfectly with OCD. Their one is around thoughts and I think feelings, and it's like the first arrow always hits. That's like a Buddhist quote, which is basically, you know, the first sort of like thought or feeling that you don't like will always hurt because you're not unexpected. But you know, the second and third arrow doesn't have to. Whenever an intrusive thought or feeling, old themes, new themes, whatever, when they pop up, and it can be completely random and out of nowhere. You could be having the best day of your life, by the way, and usually you are, and then it goes, oh, and it just pops in, you know, this memory or this thought, this feeling, and you react to it. And that is, you can't really do anything about that, because that is sort of, it happens before you even notice that you're reacting to it. What you can do after that is go, all right, that's OCD. Get back to, you know, focusing on what you were doing, get back to your values, your routine, you know, get back to things that you want to do in life. Do what you would do without OCD and being anxious. Whatever you were going to do that day, you carry on and do it, and you just carry it with you. And as long as you do not respond to it, it will go. It has to. It's impossible not to. It only sticks around, and if you engage in compulsions. And by the way, that goes for everyone. You're not unique. That goes for everyone. There's never been someone in history that has completely cut out compulsions and completely cut out engaging with their OCD and it has stuck around, just so you know. But we do, and compulsions are sneaky. So yeah, look, this video, just to reiterate, yeah, it's always OCD. It's always OCD. But when you get to you have your life back, and you're in a far better place, and you're living a life you want, and your OCD is under control, it happens far less frequently, and you can just spot them a mile off because you know the difference. When you're struggling, it's sort of constant, which is absolutely expected. You just have to sort of go through the motions and get yourself to a better place, which you absolutely can. Millions of people have done it. I've done it. Yeah. Loads of great coaches out there. OCD Recovery is really good. With Robert Bray, Mark Freeman's really good. Robert James Coaching's really good. Matt Cody, I think that's Matt Cody, Matt Cody, or Codde, I think, is really good. Got a really good book. Yeah, so many great people, so much great information. You just have to actually action it as well, and you will see great improvement. So yeah, anyway, hope this video helped, and I'll see you for the next one.